Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup.
This is the raw, naked truth.
NATO scrambles aircraft. Destroyers sent to Venezuela. Hillary Clinton may lose her law license, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. 2 German warplanes were scrambled Tuesday night from Romania after Russia launched a large-scale missile and drone attack in Ukraine less than a mile from the NATO borderline. Romania's Ministry of Defense said on Wednesday that 2 German Eurofighter Typhoon aircraft stationed at an airbase in Romania as part of NATO's Enhanced Air Policing mission were deployed to monitor the air situation, but noted that this time no Russian aircraft or projectiles crossed the NATO border. Despite last week's talks between Russian President Vladimir Putin and President Donald Trump, Moscow has continued its aerial bombardment of Ukraine, including in an overnight attack that targeted oil and port facilities in the Odessa region on and near the Danube River, which separates the Ukrainian border with the allied NATO nation of Romania. The U.S. military carried out a raid in northern Syria on Tuesday, killing a senior ISIS figure who had been poised to become the group's next leader in the country, according to a U.S. official. A key ISIS financial officer was also killed in the operation, the official said, noting that both men had been actively planning attacks in Syria and Iraq. No U.S. forces were injured. The raid was described as a successful operation targeting a senior ISIS member assessed to be a strong candidate to assume the role of ISIS Syria emir, a position that would have posed a direct threat to the U.S. and coalition forces as well as the new Syrian government. The United States has deployed 3 Aegis-guided missile destroyers to the coast of Venezuela amid President Trump's push to pressure Latin American drug cartels. The USS Gravely, the USS Jason Dunham, and the USS Sampson are set to arrive shortly, according to a U.S. official who was not authorized to comment and spoke Tuesday on the condition of anonymity to the Associated Press. They confirmed that U.S. military assets are being sent to the region for counter-narcotics operations and that the destroyers would be deployed over the course of several months. The move comes as President Trump pushes to use the U.S. military against the cartels he blames for flooding American communities with fentanyl and fueling violence in American cities, both through illegal immigration, cross-border drug trafficking, as well as other long-established smuggling networks across land and sea that Washington has previously failed to completely counter. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is facing an ethical complaint from a government watchdog group, calling on the Arkansas State Bar to probe whether Clinton's involvement in the Russia investigation into President Trump should affect her ability to practice law in the state. The complaint, filed by Democracy Restored this week, cites the Arkansas Rules of Professional Conduct involving dishonesty and prejudice to the administration of justice, and seeks a formal review of the conduct of Hillary Rodham Clinton Esquire, a licensed attorney in the state of Arkansas, in connection with her actions during the 2016 presidential campaign. Clinton's name has resurfaced in recent weeks after the Senate Judiciary Committee released previously classified documents related to the Russiagate scandal. Shedding more light on Clinton's involvement, within this release, there is an annex which suggests that Clinton approved a plan created by one of her advisors to release false information with the purpose to smear her political opponent during a presidential campaign and distract from the news surrounding her own legal accusations, the complaint states. The Food and Drug Administration cautioned Americans to avoid eating some shrimp sold at Walmart because it could be radioactive. The warning came after U.S. Customs and Border Protection detected shipping containers possibly contaminated by the isotope cesium-137 at 4 American ports. Bed Bath & Beyond's executive chairman Marcus Lemonis announced on Wednesday that the company won't open or operate retail stores in California, saying the decision isn't about politics, it's about reality. Lemonis said in a statement posted on X that the decision was driven by the fact that the company wouldn't be able to sustain operations in the state due to higher taxes, higher fees, and higher wages, coupled with endless regulations that strangle growth. California has created one of the most overregulated, expensive, and risky environments for businesses in America, Lemonis said, noting that the state's policies created a system that makes it harder to employ people, harder to keep doors open, and harder to deliver value to customers. Lemonis said the company won't participate in a system that he says undermines both its customers and shareholders. But the company isn't alienating its California customers. Instead, Lemonis said the company is investing in a strategy that will enable Californians to get products from BedBathAndBeyond.com that will be delivered between 24 and 48 hours. In many cases, same-day service will be offered, Lemonis said, noting that it will help the company avoid the inflated costs created by an unsustainable model. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.